Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. While you're here, smash those likes and hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. We got some fire XRP news. Lord XRP dropped a video about Brad Garlinghouse, and it's titled "Ripple is working with the largest central banks in the world, and XRP will bridge CBDCs." Well, that's true. But in this video, Brad Garlinghouse says some things that stands out, and I want you to watch it. He talks about the trillions of dollars that's going to be interacted, as well as who's going to custody the XRP and other digital assets. Let's watch this together.
Macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps. Even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had. And I remember when you and I first spoke. I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the Medico acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when I think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head time and time again and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together. So
Now, what bank is he talking about? We're going to do somewhat of a deep dive into that. But first, listen to what he said. He said by 2030, there's going to be about 10 trillion that's going to be interacted when it comes to digital assets that need to be moved in on ramp and off ramp. And there needs to be a place to custody it. First, we thought it was going to be Polysign. Well, that's no longer there. My theory was that it was going to be Ripple themselves that actually hold that XRP. I mean, because it would make sense, right? They actually have an XRP escrow, and an escrow by real estate terms is a place for you to hold your money, i.e. now XRP hold your digital assets until it's time to use them. So that would make sense for Ripple to be that custodial. I mean, they have their money transmitters license, right? It would make sense. But then he then goes off by saying that he was on a call with one of the world's largest top 10 banks. Now, what are the world's largest top 10 banks? Let's look. Who wanted to have their digital assets held for custodial services? Was it Chase Bank? It could be Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, US Bank, PNC Bank, Goldman Sachs Bank, Trusted Bank, Capital One, and TD Bank. Well, we know Bank of America is already a Ripple partner, but there's one other person there's one other bank prior to the Medico acquisition, right? Because it makes sense, and I was doing research, and it makes sense. And Citi partnered, this was back in 2022, but Citi partners with Medico to develop an institutional digital asset custody. Well, Brad Garlinghouse just said that one of the top 10 banks that he was on the phone with needed a place to custody those digital assets. Well, the way that I was taught when I was growing up is if there's no solution for your problem, then go make a resolution. And I believe that that's what Citi did. They partnered with Medico to develop institutional digital asset custody capabilities. Well, a year later, Ripple bought Medico. So now the bank that he was talking to now has a safe place, because now they know that Ripple, which is a partner of Citi and a partner of Bank of America, can trust Ripple to custody those digital assets in XRP. That makes sense. Folks, it is unfolding right before our eyes. It is absolutely insane and beautiful at the same time. It's like, I have no words right now, but that makes sense. You're on the phone talking to one of the top 10 banks, and I just showed you one of the top 10 banks. The top 10 banks, Bank of America and Citibank. And we know now that partners with Medico to develop institutional digital asset custody, and they needed custody. And now Ripple bought Medico. So now Citi can trust the Medico services because Ripple now owns Medico to custody those digital assets that's going to potentially do up to $10 trillion by 2030. Let that sink in. XRP is more than just what we think. XRP is a beast in itself. XRP is capable of doing things that we don't even know that it can do right now. I can guarantee you within the next few years, we're going to get news saying XRP can create water. I crack myself up, y'all. But nah, y'all, please don't hate me for that joke. Moving on. All right, XRP amendments on the XRPL have been making its headlines and making its way down. There's this amendment called the Clawback Amendment, and the Clawback Amendment is supposedly supposed to help utilize CBDCs on the XRPL, right? And for those that don't know, this now I'm 50-50 on this, right? I'm so 50-50 on clawbacks because if a CBDC is going to be on the XRPL, right, we already know CBDCs are going to be created on the XRPL, public or private. And Ripple's already stated that when a CBDC is used on the XRPL, XRP will in fact be used. It has to be used to make it faster, cheaper, and more reliable. It has to be used. Well, without this clawback, right? This clawback is what enables and starts the process of CBDCs on the XRPL. Now, I'm 50-50, but I understand that if XRP is going to be deemed legal tender, and if XRP is going to be deemed some type of high value stable coin by way of HR 4766, which is that bill that Congress actually is creating, is to make stable coins named classified as legal tender. And if that's the case, I get it. There has to be a way to roll back transactions. There has to be a way to claw back transactions. Now, could this be used in a negative way? Absolutely, yes. But this has to go in the step of direction for this to happen to make XRP legal tender. And if XRP becomes legal tender, you can then put and back XRP by gold or by other digital assets, right? It makes sense. Do I like it? Not necessarily, but it does make sense. Here it says we got 28 yeses, 7 nos, and it looks like the consensus is at 80%. Yeah, so these are all the validators that voted yes, and these are all the validators that voted no. But it makes sense. Moving on. This is what the clawback looks like. It's still open for voting. Moving on. And another amendment is in there. This is for XLS30D. This is the automatic market maker, and the automatic market maker, it looks like we are at 62.86% for consensus, 22 yeses, 13 nos. We are getting up there for the automatic market maker. Now, for those that don't know what the automatic market maker is, just simply by way of passive income, and that consists of XLS30D. And the proposal introduces a brand new way of utilizing AMMs, offering 2 liquidity pools and a unique token called LP. That's called the liquidity token, right? The LP token holders can redeem these tokens for liquidity and earn fees provided as a passive income. Now, this is still a risk because it's not like the normal staking, right? You are pretty much being your own banking system. You're earning those fees off of the volume that's going back and forth in that liquidity pool, right? It's decentralized, right? So anything's a risk. It's not like your normal staking, but this is another step in direction to upgrading the XRPL and earning passive income. I just wanted to show that. Now, if you wanted to ever find these amendments, look at this. There's so many amendments. There's so much stuff that's going on right now. It's ridiculous. All you have to do is type in XRP scan and then click on amendments at the top, at the very top. All you gotta do is click on amendments and you will see all the updated amendments and everything that's going on the XRPL. All right, moving on. That's enough of the XRP news. Now we are going to go to the Ethereum. Like, now that a Bitcoin ETF has been created and has been approved, everybody's looking towards an Ethereum ETF. Do I think an Ethereum ETF is coming? I do, but I don't think it's going to be right now. I think it's being I think another digital asset is going to come up first. It says an Ethereum ETF is coming sooner than you think. Like I said, y'all, the framework is already in place. All you have to do is remove the Bitcoin spot ETF name and replace it with Ethereum. And once you replace it with Ethereum, then you have to find out who's going to custody those Ethereum Bitcoin, those Ethereum ETF. I'm so used to saying Bitcoin, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I think this is neat. But it's going to be later because the SEC has delayed making a decision on BlackRock's ETF application. I think there's going to be another ETF related to crypto that's coming up. Me personally, it could either be Litecoin or XRP. Well, the reason why I say that is because Bitcoin was first, Litecoin was second. We're not going to talk about Namecoin. So it's Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP, and then Ethereum. I believe that one of those two are next, Litecoin or XRP. But that's just my take on it. We've been in this delay game for so long, and it's starting to get ridiculous. They don't want us to be wealthy. They don't want us to be into the term "you will own nothing and be happy" is very prominent when the SEC keeps delaying and denying crypto innovation. But all right, y'all, that'll do it for me. If you made it this far, please make sure you hit the like and the follow button. It's a free and great way to support the channel. Look at that. Bitcoin is back up 40,000. Ethereum 2,218. XRP 51 cents. And Polkadot 656. Look at that. The market is starting to pick back up Litecoin at $65.53. All right, y'all, that'll do it for me. Please make sure you hit the like and the follow button. It's a free and great to support the channel. I will see you and everybody else on the next one. Peace.